Hey y'all, welcome back to the shop. Hope everybody's doing well. It is Good Friday afternoon. Had the day off. Hallelujah. Me and Sweet Pea been out today. We went and got us some lunch. I had me a catfish fillet today. Had some cheese grits, some pretty good coleslaw, some tater salad, ooh, and had me just a little bit of peach cobbler for dessert. I deserved it. Sure did. Hey y'all, today we out here in the shop, and I got some new knives in on a trade, right? And I was out here early this morning, and I started cleaning on them and everything. I thought, well, shoot fire, why don't I just do a video? So I stopped, and we took off, and we just got back a little bit ago, and it's about 3:20 right now as I'm recording. 3:20 Eastern time as I'm recording. Don't know how long this video will be. Don't care. Not exactly sure how long it'll take it before it gets up. It'll be up sometime this evening. And I ain't gonna be in no hurry, because I don't want to. I done some trading with a friend of mine, and I got 4 knives, but 3 of them I'm gonna show y'all, and they are Parker Edwards, made in Jacksonville, Alabama, USA. And you know, I'm real big on Parker knives. I don't care if it's Parker Brothers, Parker Cutco, Parker and Sons, Parker Amaya, Parker Edwards, Parker Frost. I just like them. I like them. So, some of the best built knives. Period. Some of the knives that come out of Jacksonville are awesome. The knives that come out of Japan are they just jam up jelly tight, in my opinion. And that's my opinion. If you disagree with that, don't leave it in the comments. If you disagree with that, just hang on to it, because I like them. What I started doing is, I want y'all to look right here. I'm going to show you this one first. All 3 of these are full-size trappers. 2 of them are single blade. 1 of them is a 2-blade. But they're all 3 full-size trappers. And I'm going to show y'all something right here. Y'all look right here. Y'all look right here. I want y'all to look. See how pretty that is right there. See how shiny them bolsters are and all that. Look at that. That is absolute. Well, if you look at this side over here, you can see how dull that bone is. That's what the other side was when I first started. And I'm cleaning these knives up, and I'm not using no power tools at all. I'm using, what I've done is on the bone is, this is the 3rd time that I've put it on, and I've been putting on boiled linseed oil, and I use a Q-tip, just like that right there, and I just saturate that bone with it, and then I let it set for a little while, and then I take me a napkin and I daub it off, and it'll just, that bone in time will start soaking it up. Now let me also say that anything that you see the way I do things, that may or may not be gospel, but it's the way I do it. So there you go. Everybody's got their own way of doing things. Right, wrong, or indifferent, that's just the way it is. This is the way I do it. I'm not saying that is, like I said, it's not the gospel. It's, it may not be the way for you. I don't know, but it works for me. And that boiled linseed oil will hydrate that bone. It'll also do the same thing for stag. It'll hydrate that stag. You just let it soak. If it's really, really bad, now some people are pitch fit about it. But if it's really, really bad, I'll put the knife in a bowl of it and let it soak for a couple of days. Some people get upset with that. That's fine. I ain't worried about that either. I'm just telling you that it will work. It's worked for me. I have yet to have a problem doing that. Now, I won't do, like if it's an acrylic knife or something like that, I won't submerge it like that because that stuff will get all up in there and it can cause problems. But that's what I do with the bone. I just put it on there with a Q-tip. And as you can see, that right there is not as shiny as that one. And if you'll notice right here, this one has not been done at all. This one nothing's been done to it. And you can see the bolsters are not shiny. The bone is not shiny at all. Now this one, this is a 2-blade trapper. Just your standard. Now both of these right here are serialized. 007, I don't know, you probably can't see it's real light, but they're serialized 007, and they have a blade edge. It says Central Kentucky Tobacco Farmer 1987. See it right there. And of course you got the Parker Eagle brand logo there on the main blade, as most all his knives do, just like this one right here does. Just like that right there. Now, and I'm going to show y'all how I clean these bolsters. If you see these bolsters right here, nice and shiny. Excuse me. Now, these are not mirror polish bolsters. These are kind of a satin type bolster. But I'm going to show y'all how I clean them up. But before I do that, what I want to do, and also the reason I've got the knife open is if you'll look right there, you'll see this. See how dark that is right there? That's because this is the bone that I've been hydrating. Over here is the dry bone. So I'm about to start hydrating this side. And especially that first coat I put on pretty thick. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna put you down here just a little bit where you can see it a little better. And I'm gonna show you. I put it on pretty thick. And I also make sure and put it right in there so that it'll soak it up. And it will. Believe it or not, that bone is porous. It's more porous than you think it is. But just put it on there. Be liberal with it. It won't hurt a thing. Just like that right there. And then I'll do that several times. 3, 4, maybe 5 times I'll do that. We'll lay that down there now and let that soak in. Now this is the third knife, which is also a single blade trapper, if you'll notice. And you see this side right here, I've been hydrating. See how it's shiny? This side over here, it's not shiny. Now if you'll notice, I need to wipe this side off too, because I just have hydrated. Sorry about that, bumped the camera. But I need to dust that off a minute. Give me just a second. Now, just clean that right there off a little bit. And if you'll notice that these are two different kind of bone, and they're 2 different colors. This one right here is more of a raspberry, which is really, really cool. But it's more of a raspberry color. And we'll clean those bolsters off because I done polished these bolsters on both sides. But then we'll turn it around on this side, like that right there, and we're going to start hydrating this side. Just like the other one, we just get it down in that jigging and just hydrate it. Just make sure and get all around the edges. And just like right up here against the bolster and the cap, you know, it's okay. Get it right down in there, and it'll suck itself down in. Any crack that it might be, it'll pull itself down in there. And just hydrate it, and we'll lay it right over there and let it do its thing for a little while. Now, I'm gonna get y'all back up here. Now, I can't show you on those because I actually started on them before I started the video, but this one is actually a little bit sharper than the other one was. But it won't. It's hard to get started. It's hard to get started. All right, now I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all a little something. Now these, you know, they don't tell you what kind of steel these are back in there, 1987. You know, we're talking about a near about 40-year-old pocket knife, and I would venture to say it's probably some type of 440, more than likely. But what I'm going to use, I'm going to show y'all something. What I'm going to use is I'm going to use this 400 grit diamond, and I'm going to get y'all back down here where you can see. But I'm going to use this 400 grit diamond, and this is what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to show y'all where y'all see everything I'm doing. Won't be no starting, stopping, or editing. I'm going to show you. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now also I'm going to tell y'all, we already over 11 minutes on this, so I know this video is going to be long, but I'm going to make this video anyway. So at any time you don't want to watch, that's okay, I understand. But I want to make this video, and I'm going to. So now we're going to go back to the 400. Remember, I've done 10 passes on each side. And now look, this is really thin. This is really thin stock. Really thin stock. And like I said, the apex and all was already there. Okay, so remember that. Now I'm going to go back to this 400 grit, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to do it on the other side. 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to progress down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to go to the onesies. All right, there we are right there. Now, I'm going to tell you, you'd be surprised how sharp that knife right there already is. But then we're going to go right here to my old daddy's Arkansas stone. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, now we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Now, a while ago, I had a hard time getting it started. We're going to see what it'll do now. I'd say, folks, that wasn't too bad. I'd say that wasn't too bad, y'all. See there, it ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. Remember, it was a fairly decent to start with. I would call it possibly a working edge when we started. It wasn't just flat out dull. Now, had it been, I need to find a knife before I get a hold of it that's just flat out dull or maybe nicked up or got a rolled edge, and do one from scratch, because it takes a lot more than that to do one from scratch, okay? But that right there, that will cut. You can carry a knife like that. You can use that knife and not hurt yourself, because it will actually cut. And we know that a sharp knife is much, much safer than a dull knife. Man, these are so cool. I need to get a measurement on that so that y'all know that these are full size. And see right there, it is 4 1/8. That's what we call full size these days. That's 4 1/8. So there we go. And all three of them are that. But now what I'm gonna show y'all is I'm gonna show y'all how to clean these bolsters up without having to use a buffing machine. And I apologize because I cannot find my box. These things right here, they come in a little box. You can order these off of SMKW. I think you can get them off of Amazon. They're called Case Erase. You get both of them in a little box. They're little sponges, and they have diamond grit impregnated in them. One is coarse and one is fine. These things are awesome. Now I'm gonna show you. I'm just flat out gonna show you how it works. Now you see how dull that is, and then you can see how them turned out. Now I'm about to show you how to do it on this knife right here. So let me turn you down here where you can see my old fat belly, and I'm gonna show you what I do. First thing I do is I start with the coarse, right? And I start with the coarse. Let me get around here where we see, and you don't have to put a lot of pressure on it. You just sand on it. I tell you what I do like to do though. I do like, if you need to, you can also wrap them blades up. But I like to get that blade out of the way, and just buff it. That's all you got to do is just buff it. And I'm using the rough. Okay, just buff it. I mean, it don't take. I mean, even if you got little rusty spots, this stuff right here will work wonders. So now we've done it with the rough, and now we're going to take the fine, and then we're going to just buff it with that fine impregnated. It's impregnated with diamond, and just clean that jewel right up. What do y'all think about that? Can y'all tell the difference between that bolster and that cap? I believe you can. We're done. This good. Rock and roll. We'll do this one right here. We'll do this cap. It just don't take nothing. It don't take nothing. Effortless. Now don't get me wrong now. These are, then we go to the fine. These knives are in pretty good shape. We're just loving on them. And then we'll take that microfiber. Now don't y'all look. Y'all see them? Y'all see them bolsters right there? Bolsters and cap. Now look at that bolster and cap. See how dull it is? Don't that pretty? Now all we got to do is we go back over here. We get our Q-tip and our boiled linseed oil, and we're going to start hydrating these handles. It's it ain't that hard. It ain't that hard, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. And now, like I said, these knives were not in bad shape. Okay. Now we know that sometimes you get them and they're in really, really foul shape. Now, when they're in foul shape, yes, you do have to go at it a little bit different, but you can finish it up like this. But 9 times out of 10, when I clean up a knife, 9 times out of 10, I don't never use any kind of power tool. I do it by hand, blades and all. Get a little of that Dr. Pepper and wet O'Terry's whistle a little bit. But I'm really proud to trade for these knives. Oh, they're gonna turn out awesome. They're gonna turn out awesome. And this one right here with the raspberry handle. Let's see if I can get them up here together. This one over here with the raspberry handle. Now the other two, like I said, they're matching serial numbers. They come together. But that one over there with that raspberry handle, that'll probably be a toter. The other two I won't. I'm gonna clean them up really, really nice, and they're gonna go in my collection drawer with the rest of my Parkers. But that raspberry right there, I'm pretty sure it'll wind up being a toter. I got all ideas that it will, for sure. Y'all, I think we're gonna wind it down right there. I didn't want this thing to be too awful long. I was hoping I could do it in about 20 minutes, and we're about to hit 21 minutes. And I just wanted to give you a few little old tips right there that might help you out. You probably, if you're a knife nerd like me, you probably already know everything I just showed you. But if you didn't know that, now you know. But if you did know it, at least you got to look at 3 good-looking pocket knives, for sure. I think that's about it. Oh, look at him. These right here, these little husky. It's a husky. You get it at Home Depot for like 15 bucks. 600 grit on that side, 400 grit on the other. And you see, all I done was the 400 grit, and I went straight to the Arkansas stone. But hey, it's all about how you like your edge, okay? Now, I don't like a glassy edge. I do not like a glassy edge. I like an edge that I can reach up there and I can feel, not real rough, but you know what I'm talking about. I just like to feel that edge. I don't want it so glassy that it's sharp. The glassy, it's really sharp, but you don't know it's sharp till it's done got you. I just like a little bit more of a bite to my edge, and that's the way I like to do them. I'll tell you another way you can do that too is like when you get ready to finish, you can go to your strop, and then the strop, then you go back to either your honing stone or an Arkansas stone, and then you put just a little grip on that edge, and that'll help you too. Everybody's got their own way of sharpening knives. I don't know that any of it is what we would say gospel. It's just everybody, each to their own. If that's the way you like it, that's the way you like it. Excuse me. But we're gonna shut this one down, y'all. I wanted to show you them 3 Parker Edwards, Jacksonville, Alabama, USA made knives. I wanted to show you what I had going on. Spend a little time here in the shop with y'all. Always appreciate it. Y'all some of the finest folks I know. Whew. Got a little something stuck in my goozle there. That old Diet Dr. Pepper does wonders. But that's it, y'all. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all in the next video.